Hey, welcome to Broken World Entertainment. Thor Love and Thunder has to have the most peculiar and strangest promotional push I've ever seen of a film. What am I talking about? I'm sure you guys have seen this, and it's so bizarre. It's like, are you trying to tell people not to see this movie? So, Chris Hemsworth, to start with, gets interviewed, asks what it was like doing the film, and he says, this movie is like it was made by a 7-year-old. Okay. Is that a good thing? When I picture a 7-year-old out of control, all I can picture is, do you know those poor parents who walk into the living room, maybe the hallway? It's usually a hallway for some reason. But walks into a living room, and there's the kid sitting on the floor with a pack of crayons in front of them, and they've just gone nuts on the wall with the crayons. You know that thing where the parent comes in looking and go, oh my god, what have you done? Oh my, what, look at what, oh no, what a mess. That's what I envision when I hear, oh yeah, it was made by a 7-year-old. Oh, so it's a mess. It's just everything thrown at the wall. Gotcha. Taika Waititi followed that up. Don't know whether it was the same interview or a different interview, but that question got brought up. And he responded by saying, no, it wasn't like it was 7-year-old made it. It was like a committee of 6-year-olds made it. Wow. I don't know which is worse. One 7-year-old on the loose, or a committee of 6-year-olds. What are you doing? Then Natalie Portman. Now, the one thing I'll give to Portman for this is it's the guy who said it. But then she latched onto it and went, yep. She got asked, is this the gayest movie ever? And she responded by saying, I love that. That's great. Yes, you're right. Yes, it absolutely is the gayest movie ever. From what I'm hearing and seeing, it really isn't. You know, as much as the kind of woke stuff they're trying to push. Apparently, there's like 2 references to possible gayness. Well, one of them, the Krog, is that what he's called? Or Korg? The rock monster thing. Taika Waititi. That all of a sudden they've retconned his backstory from Ragnarok, and his species are now all male. It, the stuff that's in there for that is like that small and that insignificant that it's just throwaway lines that you barely even notice. But they're out there promoting it as the gayest movie ever. Which of course has now led to the movie getting banned in multiple countries. And then Tessa Thompson's promotion for this thing, which has been happening for quite a while now, has been nothing but, oh Valkyrie, we are going to find out her sexuality. Who cares what her sexuality is? No one cares. It's the same with the guy who asked the question, like, is this the gayest movie? Why did Portman entertain that? Why did she sit there and go, oh, I love that. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. What a great question. Oh. As opposed to, why didn't she just say, what does it matter? Like, why are you trying to define the movie by whether it's gay or not? What does it matter? What, can you not enjoy a movie unless it's gay? Weird. But then, this has to be the best one. So the movie is getting criticised for its visual effects, that they're very shoddy. That comes out. A day later, this is where it gets really strange. 2 things dropped practically side by side. The first was this visual artist who worked for Marvel that's quit and come out and said they're done. They're finished in that business because Marvel and Disney are the worst people to work for. That they do not give you breathing room. They don't give you time. You know, work that should take 6 months they want done in 2 kind of stuff. You know, and that's why he's saying these visual effects, they never look finished because they're technically not finished. You know, he said like up to a week before the release of the movie, they come in and say, change all this. When that dropped, Variety Fair drops a video of Tessa Thompson and Taika Waititi. And the video is them looking at a frame of the movie and slating the visual effects themselves and laughing at it, going, yeah, like, look how shit that looks. What the hell way are you trying to promote this thing? So far we have, it's made by 7-year-old. No, wait, it's actually made by a committee of 6-year-olds. It's the gayest movie ever. Her sexuality is a big deal, but the visual effects are shit. I've never seen anything like this. The closest that comes to being weird and kind of crazy in promotional material has to be Ghostbusters 2016, when they brought out the cast on talk shows. But then they brought out the original cast because they all cameoed in it to try and promote it. That means the studio knew that they had a pile of shit in their hand and went, we need to try and put some chocolate sprinkles on this. Bring in the original cast. When have you ever seen anyone that cameoed in a movie be brought out to promote that movie? It doesn't happen. So that has to be the closest to the bizarreness of a promotional push as what's happening now with Thor Love and Thunder. I don't get it. I really don't. It's like, for this movie, they've just taken handfuls of shit, thrown it at the wall to see what sticks. The problem with that is, they've ended up with one of 2 things. Either 1, nothing has stuck, or 2, you've just got a wall covered in shit. And from what I'm hearing, it's pretty much that one. Wow. I really don't get it. Really, really don't get it. Alright, I'll leave it there for this one. Thanks for listening, and I shall see you in the next one.